General Medical Center.
I would first like to thank everyone in attendance today. We have with us the families of those who have given the ultimate gift, the caregivers who have cared for the loved ones during the most difficult situations any family will ever face, and the donor services who work tirelessly within the state to facilitate these gifts to where the greatest impact may be felt. I'd like to take a few minutes and share my story, the story of a recipient of one of these gifts. I was a normal kid entering my first year of high school. During a routine sports physical, a doctor noticed my abdomen didn't feel quite right. So after an ultrasound, blood work, and a nuclear renal scan, we found out I had cystic kidneys the size of grapefruits. 2 surgeries were planned that freshman year of high school that resulted in my right kidney being removed and my left kidney being salvaged with 50% function. To this day, I can remember right before my first surgery, being wheeled down the hospital corridors, watching the fluorescent lights tick by and saying a prayer to God for my time on earth, and if it was my time, I was ready. Needless to say, the surgeries were thought to be a success, and the plan for me was to continue to have a normal life with 50% function with 1 kidney. Fast forward 4 years to Christmas of 2003, while I was home from college visiting my family, I got my routine labs as I have for the prior 4 years. And the results showed that one of my kidneys, my last kidney, was slowly failing. I was diagnosed with end-stage renal disease. It was devastating to my family, but when faced with impossible situations, we stood up and began the process of looking for a donor. I returned to my college for the 2nd semester, uncertain of where this donor was going to come from, but confident that something would work out, because honestly, in that situation, what else can you do? I was immediately placed on the donor list, waiting for that call that may occur at any day, at any time, that an organ has been identified, and to be present at the transplant center as soon as possible to prepare for that surgery. I was one of the lucky ones. My father was able to donate one of his kidneys, which was a strong match. In June of 2004, I underwent a live donor kidney transplant. That was nearly 12 years ago, and me and my dad are both doing strong and are healthy. I will never forget those experiences, and I'm blessed that I was born and lived in a time when such medical procedures are performed. If I had been born just 1 or 2 generations earlier, I may be that tragic youth who passed away too early. I'm truly living on borrowed time. I now look for opportunities to give back and have dedicated my life professionally to make the biggest impact in our healthcare systems that were able to give me back my life 12 years ago. What I wish for you to take to heart today is that organ donation is one of the most compassionate and selfless gifts any person can give in this life. To the caregivers and clinicians here today, I say thank you for answering your call to help those patients and families in desperate need of support on a daily basis. I'm honored to have this opportunity to speak before the families here today, and on behalf of all transplant recipients, we say thank you. We are proud to be part of the dedication of the new Wall of Heroes, and know that your loved ones' stories will continue to inspire others for the years to come here at Mountain View. With that, I'm now going to turn it over to Mike with New Mexico Donor Services.